said no. I can't even do a full turn in this damn room. What are we talking about? The beds, kissing. Been waiting to go to this dorm, checkity. A toilet. And it's in kind of like a rinky-dink little spot, I ain't gonna lie. Mildew. They'll really get the butt out the duck if they can. You hear me? Quickly. Imagine me recording this whole video and then my phone dies and deletes everything. Hey y'all, it's your girl Kai and I'm back with another video. Y'all, I'm pissed. But hey y'all, it's your girl Kai. If you're new here, join us. You'll love it here, I promise. Ask anyone. You don't gotta take my word for it. And if you're loyal, you're returning, you keep coming back and back like you always do. You know I rock with you. You know I love you. And that's on period. Yeah, so in my last video, make sure I go tune into that. I told y'all that I was going to be giving y'all the story time next, and here I am. Here it is. If you read the title, you already know this video is going to be a story time and what it's going to be about. Basically, this luxury dorm company tried to scam me and my roommate when we first came to college. Yeah, crazy. But in honor of it being the end of spring semester and people trying to move in, people starting college and whatnot, this is the perfect time to tell it. So while y'all looking at y'all dorm move-in videos, look at this one too. Yeah. I'm done rambling. Let's get right into the story. So as I was saying before, which y'all will never ever see the first tape because I can't even see it anymore. But as I was saying before, the first time I recorded this video, this story took place the end of my, well, not the end, but like my senior year of high school to like the beginning of my freshman year of college. For reference, if you're new here, I am a junior in college right now. Yeah, so you know, it's been a while since this happened, so the details might be a little bit fuzzy. I obviously have the legal paperwork because this was like a very real thing, but I'm not able to put it on here because I don't need y'all in my business like that. I don't need y'all knowing where I stayed and whatnot like that, and who the scammers was and all that. Just know it was a luxury dorm company, and I go to school in Florida. That should be enough for you. Sorry, that's all I got. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So basically, my senior year of high school, me and my roommate, who we are still roommates to this day, / homegirl, we ended up deciding that we were going to room together. And basically our moms talked to each other, we talked to each other, we all came to this little consensus agreement that we were going to, like, you know, live together once we came to college. Which was perfect because we had like this place that we want to stay at, this luxury dorm place that we had been seeing like advertisements for, and it was like, better hurry up and get it, like we only have like 2 units left, about to be sold out, like, you know, all the marketing schemes and strategies that they do to try to reel you in. They got us, y'all. They won that one. And y'all, sure enough, we definitely did go ahead and sign a lease for the luxury dorm place, and it was like the down payment deposit to like sign the initial lease was like, it was a couple hundred, might be a few $100s. Like it was pretty pricey, but hey, we went ahead and did it. And this was still while we were in our senior year of college. It might have been our junior year, y'all. Like we signed that lease so damn early, like, but it had to have been after we got into UF, or it might have been before, y'all. We were pretty confident we were getting in, so I don't know, but just know that we signed that lease early. So it had to have been our senior year. That don't make sense for it to be like them hold it for 2 years. Yeah, just know we signed it early and we knew it was coming and they was gonna be ready for us. So we signed it or whatever, and then we happened to graduate in 2020 when we all know the great pandemic happened. So that kind of like skewed things a little bit, because our moms were basically like, they didn't want us living in that close proximity to other people. They didn't want us, like, you know, potentially getting COVID if our neighbor has COVID, or like, you know, stuff like that. Like, you know, when you live in a dorm, the hall's not that big, the hall's not that wide. You know, right here, breathing on each other, laying on top of each other, basically, depending on how the setup is. So we were like, okay, valid. But at the same time, by this point, like, you know, we had already still signed that first initial lease. So it was kind of like, you know, just up in the air. Like, it was like I don't want y'all living here because of COVID. But at the same time, it was like we'll just see. So we started, like, not really me and my mom, but my roommate, her mom's like a realtor. So she would look at places in our college town and try to find out, like, you know, oh, would this be like a good fit, like that kind of thing, like, you know, just getting ideas, basically, in case we like didn't end up living in the luxury dorm place, which we didn't. Spoiler alert. So what happened after that? They started sending out like emails and stuff about like, oh, sign for your unit lease, sign your unit lease. So the initial lease we signed was basically just letting them know that, hey, we're coming, like, hey, we're coming, we're going to live here. But the specific unit lease that they sent out, which was later, like closer to the day of like moving in, was like close to our graduation day. That was for our specific room that we would be in, basically. Now, let's talk about the room that I thought I was going to get. Big floor space, y'all. I could do like three, 4 cartwheels across that room if I go diagonally. I could probably still do 3 if I go horizontally and cartwheel. I could do what else? I could do a triple toe touch, a backflip if I wanted to. Lots and lots of floor space is what I'm basically trying to tell y'all. I could hit a split. What? Toe touch split? What? Y'all. And it's not like, oh, like, you know, the pictures. Man, mind you, I'm going off the pictures online. Because all I had to go off of was the pictures online and then the description of the room that they posted online. It was like such and such square feet, such and such by such and such square feet, which I don't know what the hell that means to this day. I couldn't tell you what no square footage is. Sound good to me. I don't know. But what really, like, you know, did it for me that I knew it was a lot of floor space was because they didn't just have a picture of the naked room, like, you know, unclothed. They had a picture of that room with a bed, another a bean bag, a desk, another desk, a rolling chair for both of the desks. They got the bathroom looking good and nice. They got the private bathroom in the back. Like, y'all don't got to do communal. Like, y'all, they got the works. The works, y'all. I'm like, oh, this is my kind of dorm. Because, you know, when you go to college, part of the experience that you're looking forward to is decorating that dorm. Well, I don't know y'all life, but that was me. That's what I was looking forward to. That's what me and my roommate was looking forward to. We was like, oh, we're gonna decorate our dorm like this. We looking up ideas on Pinterest. We are all over with it. The excitement is brewing. It has been brewing. This is what we've been waiting for. Been waiting to get in this school, check. Been waiting to go to this dorm, checkity. Like, you know, that's what the vibes are. So I'm like, okay. So, like, you know, I don't really, you know, so basically, when they start sending the, like, you know, unit lease and all that, we didn't end up signing it right away, obviously. My roommate's mom ended up asking my mom, like, hey, have y'all toured, like, the place? Like, have y'all seen it in person? And my mom was like, no, like, you know, she work and all this kind of stuff, so she hasn't, like, you know, gotten around to it, and, like, we hadn't seen it. We just went ahead, and when we, like, initially bought it, we hadn't seen it. Don't do that. Don't ever sign your name on nothing you ain't seen in person. You hear me? Don't sign it. And if you can, don't just tour any unit. Tour the unit that they gonna give you whenever. If you sign today, what unit would they give you? Tour that one. Because, y'all, these apartment places, they'll really get the butt out the duck if they can. You hear me? So I'm like, okay, like, you know, we do need to tour. Like, that's a good idea. Like, you know, I'm already excited. I'm pumped up. So I really want to go see my room in person anyway. So I can actually do the cartwheels. I want to, you know. I want to see what it's looking like. So my mom ends up getting this getting a set day to go tour the place, and we go, and I'm just so excited, y'all. The whole ride there, y'all, we pull up and it's in kind of like a rinky-dink little spot, I ain't gonna lie. So like that kind of turned me off, because I'm like, this room don't look like it would be in the building that looks like this. Like, you know, like the building itself didn't look too tore down, but like the location that they had it in was kind of like in the cut in the back, off to the side around the corner. The building itself didn't really scream luxury dorm. Like, you know, it didn't scream that. It didn't move me. So I'm already like, you know, don't judge a book by its cover. I should've. Okay, so we end up going in there, y'all. Parking is already a beast. Like, I don't have a car, but if I did, I would have been mad. And my mama had to park, and we trying to figure out where we want to park at, y'all. It ain't no parking. I'm like moving in. I'm trying to think about all that. Like, we moving, like, how are we all gonna put our cars on this easy little back street? Like, I'm just like, I don't know. But if I see the room and the room giving what it's giving online, then I ain't even gonna care. We'll figure it out. I don't care. We go in, y'all. Mildew. All I smell is mildew. It's like, mind you, my room, talking too fast. Mind you, my roommate's mom called my mom, like, asked us that we toured and all that. She had told her, mind you, this was like, she had toured it herself. Like, my roommate's mom had toured, like, the facility or whatever. I'm saying facility, like, we was going somewhere. The dorm. Excuse me. My roommate's mom had told my mom, like, oh, it smells like mildew, but they said they fixing it. Like, you know, telling her, like, basically, like, technical stuff. Like, she noticed when she was there, that kind of thing. But when we went there, it still smelled like mildew. Mind you, it had been at least 2 weeks since my roommate's mom had reached out to my mom and been like, yeah, when I went, it smelled like mildew. Why it still smell like mildew? Why are y'all still working on the whole second floor? Because it's a whole mildew problem. What happened last year that y'all gotta pull up all these carpets and tear down these walls? And I don't know what they was doing, y'all, but I just know it's taking too long for this to be a little mildew problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all have lots and lots of mold embedded in this building is what it smells like. And a little mold goes a long way. You know, it's Florida, it's humid, I get it. It happens. But like, let's get rid of it quickly. So we go in. I'm like, it ain't smelling too good. But you know, I'm ready to see my room. We walking down the hall, y'all, and I'm already like, the rooms, the doors of the hall doors that you walking down is too close together for this room to be as big as y'all trying to make it seem. Because it gotta be at least this amount of space in between this room and this room in order for my room to be the same size it is online. It don't make sense. Why the doors, this door to this door to this door? We living in closets. But I'm like, you know what, let me get up in here. Like, you know, sometimes, like, you know, the Cat in the Hat, when they went in that little shack, that little shed, and it was like real big. I think they went underground. I don't know, but I was thinking about it was like that, like bigger on the inside. Y'all, while we go in, and you know, when you walk in the room, you expect to just, like, you know, throw the door open, right? The man that's giving us the tour is obviously walking in before us. But you know, he like, you know, walking down the hall, he like open the door and like, you know, like push it so we can go in and see. And like, you know, I'm expecting to just like, you know, open, like, you know, open the door. It said, why is the wall right here? I didn't even come in yet. And the wall and the door's already stopping. I can't even open it. Like, you know, maybe not all the way back. Okay, that don't make sense. But like, you know, a little, like, you know, it should be at least right here. Like, you know, I should have enough room for behind the door to stop right here. I'm like, oh hell. I already knew it was gonna be some shit then. Y'all, I walk in, straight in front of me, the bed's kissing. What is this? This is not the same room that was online. Because y'all, and online they had 2 beds, 3 beds, a beanbag. I told y'all, the works, y'all, the works. Mind you, it's not like they like, okay, this bed on this bed on, like they stacked on top of each other like they neck and neck. It wasn't never like that online. And I walk in a room, y'all, I'm looking in front of me in this little old matchbox. It's a bed this way and a bed this way. Hold on, put right here. Y'all kissing. Damn near like this. Damn near stacked. Damn near stacked. They should just put a bunk bed in there. Hell, that would have gave us a little more floor space. We wasn't coming anyway after seeing that. I'm like, oh, mind y'all, it's 2 beds, it's 2 desks, and it's like 2 chairs in there, like wooden chairs. What is this? The room's so damn small, y'all. If I walk in, I gotta back out. I can't even do a full turn in this damn room. What are we talking about? It's stuffy, it's mildew and mold. My asthma about to start acting up. What's going on? Open the door, right? Directly behind the door is this little open little space. Mind you, it said the room came with a kitchenette, and a bathroom, right? So I'm like, oh, we're gonna have our own bathroom. Good, because I don't want to do communal. Communal was like one of my biggest fears for like the dorm lifestyle, right? Go in this little room off to the right. It's a kitchenette in there. It is. It's not no, stove with 4 eyes or 2 eyes or 1. It's not a oven in here. I would have preferred an oven, but kitchenette. I'll give you that. It got the sink. Got 2 connecting, counters. All right. Got some cabinets up there. Okay, cabinet space period for my cereal. It's a refrigerator in there. Okay. All right, not too bad, not too shabby. The kitchen ain't but this big. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't stand in the kitchen at the same time. I might can't stand in the kitchen, like, this way. I might have to stand in there sideways, but I can stand in there by myself. Y'all, immediately, you look at the kitchen like you go, let's say you walk in, right? To the right, kitchenette, refrigerator right here. Immediately past the refrigerator, a toilet. A commode. Interesting setup, interesting feng shui. But let me get the hell out of here, right? So basically, long story short, short story shorter, it was a no for me. And not just no, but hell no. So we leave, and obviously the man is touring and talking and whatnot. He's telling us, and they also have this common area over here, down this hall, on this floor. You can go into the common area. You can sit, chill. It was like a pool. I think it was a pool. Something he was telling us like, if you want, if like the mail room is here and there and everywhere and all this stuff. And the whole time he's talking, I'm just like, okay, like yeah. And as soon as I got in that car, my mama, I said, no. Absolutely not. My mom was like, yeah, like that room is really small. It don't look like, yeah, it don't. Why would y'all lie as if I wasn't gonna have to see that person anyway? That's how they got me. Let me show y'all how they kept me. Y'all, so basically, long story short, we didn't end up signing the unit lease. We didn't end up signing it at all. We actually ended up signing this lease to live in this condo, this big nice condo. Y'all loved it. And I never got the dorm experience, but I did end up still living somewhere good. So, a win is a win. We didn't end up signing the unit lease at all. We actually ended up, my roommate's mom, because like I told y'all, she does real estate. She ended up telling me to send her all my paperwork and like the stuff that I had signed before, everything that they sent me before, all the emails that they sent me, send them to her, forward them to her, and she was going to basically like get it handled, because it was some other technicalities like within the lease that they didn't like do themselves. Like there was something they were supposed to do, like it was a couple things that they were supposed to do on their end that didn't get done, so it was kind of like the contract was null and void anyways. Also, they end up changing, like they end up changing companies. So like another company bought their company, and then they sent us like another little lease or something like that for us to sign because of the new company. And I didn't sign that either because at that point I wanted out anyway. But y'all, it was a whole little thing that summer. Like it was a whole like big, long, drawn out thing because we didn't want to live there. And they was basically like, oh, y'all are going to live here. And we were like, you're going to make us? Like, so we didn't. We ended up living in this condo, like I said, y'all, which is cool, fine, dandy. They were basically trying to tell us before that in order for us to basically, because we had already signed the first lease, Even though they sent us a whole nother lease because it was another company, even though like we hadn't signed the unit lease and we didn't have a specific like, you know, room or anything yet, that the only way for us to get out is for us to sublease. And if you're unfamiliar with the term, basically subleasing means you still own, like you're still the name of the person on the lease, and you're responsible for all of the payments, but you can have somebody else actually living there on your behalf if you don't want to stay there anymore, and they make the payments to you, and you still like, you know, make the payments to the company basically. So that's not really my forte, and I can't imagine anybody wanting to pay that much for that measly ass room. Like, it just didn't seem realistic to me. Like, realistically, who's subleasing this high ass overpriced Matchbox? Who's buying the shoebox for $1,500, $1,700? It was a lot of money, y'all. I don't even remember how much it was, but I think it had to be close to, I want to say close to like $1,500, because I think it was more than a condo that we ended up living in. So, which is why I was like, oh, this is a better deal anyways. But I don't know, y'all. It was a lot, and that's gonna come back up, because imagine my surprise when, you know, it done been a year of me living in my condo, because I signed a year lease, and, you know, we done been living here our whole freshman year, and damn near a whole year later, or however many months later, it was a good like few months, y'all, like 6, 8. Imagine my surprise when I get word that I owe $12,000 to $24,000. I couldn't even remember the exact amount, but I know it was at bare minimum $1,000 to live there a month. So I think it was closer to 2, like I said before. So I'm gonna say 12 to 24,000 for the whole year. Mind you, they sent it before the year was even up. But imagine my surprise when I'm like, I don't know if my mama told me. I don't know if they sent a notice in the mail. I don't know if they gave her a phone call. I don't know how I got the information. I don't even remember the exact way. Like I said, this happened years ago. But what the hell do you mean I owe 12K, 24K, however many K? I don't got it. And if I did have it, you won't get it. What the fuck are we talking about right now? Really? The answer is, I said no. What are we talking about? No, I told you no. I don't want to live there. I'm not living there. I'm not doing that. No, y'all are liars. It's not happening. Not happening, Captain. Then, y'all, the kicker was, which, let me rewind a little bit. The man, I ended up like talking to the man on the phone or something, like after the tour situation happened. I ended up asking them. I don't know if I asked them then or on the phone later, which don't ever talk to nobody on the phone, and keep all that shit in writing. But I ended up asking him, I don't know how I asked him, if it was verbally after the tour or if I was on the phone, but I ended up asking him, I was like, yeah, like online, like the room looks a lot bigger, like, you know, y'all have y'all 2x2s, like y'all have like, you know, the room for 2 people, like, you know, it looks a lot bigger, like a lot more spacious, like the bathroom's living, like, what's that about? Basically, his reasoning to me was that because I was in the all girls dorm, it looked like that, but the co-ed dorm is the one that they have shown on the website. Y'all, it's a gnat in here. Anyways, I'm like, question mark, because online it didn't really specify like, oh, this is for the co-ed building, oh, this is for the all girls. It had it all as if it was like one, like, oh, like I didn't even know they had 2 different buildings, if I'm being honest. Like at first I didn't even know, but that could just be my bad, like for not reading. But I don't think it was. I really genuinely think that they just had it advertised as it was like a, oh, this is how the rooms look. Either way, y'all, that was another thing that irritated me. But so they sent a note to the mail, and I'm like, I'm not paying that. Mom, like, I don't know why they sent that shit. Send it back. So basically, we end up talking to my roommate's mom again, because obviously she's like knows real estate and handles things like that. Like, you know, she knows people that know people that know people, that know somebody that can make this make sense or something. But after that little notice, y'all, I never heard anything back. So I guess she really did handle it, which I'm assuming she had to have handled it. And Yeah, luxury my ass is basically the moral of this story. So don't ever get scammed, y'all. Make sure y'all tour the unit before you move in. That's anywhere. Make sure you check all the stuff that needs to be checked, so you don't get swindled out of no money. Make sure you check it before you pay anything, and make sure you keep everything in writing, because talking to people on the phone, he say, she say, all that ain't gonna hold no weight in court. And if you would have had to take them to court over that funky ass 12K, that funky ass 24K, it would have been a bad day for them and me. Who has money to be going to court? I don't know. But yeah, y'all, that's my story. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And if you're going to college, like you're a freshman, if you're going to college, you living in dorms again next year, let me know what you're excited most about. Also, if you did live in a dorm, please tell me about your experience, because I never had a dorm experience. But the crazy part is, y'all, for my job that I have this summer, because I work on campus, I actually have to stay in the dorms that they provide. I don't have to pay for it. Like this my job is paying for it. And it's not the same, it's not them luxury bitches. But I have to stay in the dorm. So I'm actually thinking about making a move in my dorm with me, like, you know, getting that experience and whatnot. So y'all leave me some you know, tips and tricks and stuff I need to know for the role for this dorm. You know, what's the name. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.